Chris with 605 Brew Reviews, back with yet another beer review. Today we have what I hope is sort of an interesting Battle Beers episode. As you can see, I have two beers wrapped in Christmas paper here. They look pretty identical. I mean, the tops are a little different, but I don't know which is which. And just to kind of explain what we're doing today, over the New Year's holiday, we were visiting in-laws to kind of celebrate Christmas with them. And my father-in-law is a big, American light beer drinker. And I kind of brought a couple beers down with the intention of having people try them out. That didn't pan out. We were just, busy hanging out with family. Of course, watching the college football games on New Year's Day. And we did go to the grocery store, and I picked up a couple craft lagers to kind of have him try out, see if he could find something he likes. Then led into a conversation about, for the price, for example, a 4-pack of pounder cans, and one of the craft beers was like $9, and he was like, I can get 12-pack of Bud Light for $10 or whatever it was. Is it really worth it? Can you tell the difference? So what I'm going to have today, one of these should be like an American light beer. The other is a craft lager of some variety. I had my wife wrap these up while I was out of the house at work, so I don't know which one is going to be which. Hopefully be able to tell. I'm guessing we'll be able to tell right away just by the color, but kind of taste them side by side and see, is the price worth it? Can you tell the difference? And kind of try out that whole argument that we had. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. Crack these beers open, get it into a glass, and let you know what they look like, smell like, taste like. Here we go. Beer number one here. Like I said, guys, I really don't know what's going to be what here, other than I know these are both lagers, just to try to make it a fair comparison. Then we'll unwrap them and see what we have here. Ooh. Alright, guys, so there we have them, both into a glass. Look pretty similar. This guy's kind of a golden light straw color here. Initially had about a half finger of a nice kind of prickly head there. You can see bubbles streaming up in the glass. This one is kind of a lighter, I wouldn't even quite say apple juice color. It's a little lighter than that. Got a little more of a head on this guy. It was about a finger and a half when I first poured it, but it settled back to about a half finger. But very similar. Bubbles streaming up in the glass there. Let's go ahead and get into the aroma on these beers, guys. So this beer, let's take one more smell. Definitely get a little bit of a malt aroma there, almost like a cracker type malt. A little bit of like a sweet breadiness. You get a little bit of like a floral hop note, but pretty subtle, but smells refreshing. Let's try this guy. Wow, this one pretty subdued. So there are still some very subtle kind of sweet malt aromas. Again, almost like a crackery malt, but it's very subdued. You do get a little bit of, again, kind of a subtle floral hoppiness, but This is just very, very toned down. Not much aroma there. I'm gonna try to make these even. So right off the bat, guys, I'm gonna guess this is the craft beer. This is the American Light beer. I think it's Bud Light. I'm not entirely sure. Let's go ahead and get into the flavor on these guys. Cheers. I'm gonna try this guy first. So right off the bat, guys, very much like the Aroma, very subdued. You do get a little bit of like a bready malt or a cracker malt character. A very subtle hop bite. It almost has a strange, like a, I don't want to say cardboardy, but that's what it reminds me of, like the carbonation. Just kind of like a CO2 flavor, but I don't know. It plays off the malts. Very subtle though. Watery. That being said, it is very crisp and refreshing. Let's go ahead and get over to this guy. So this beer, guys, a lot more of kind of that bready, crackery, sweet malt backbone. You do get a little bit of like a floral hop flavor, almost fruity, but it's very, very subtle. Mouth feels a little, I mean, still very thin, crisp, refreshing, clean, just like this beer was. But you just get a little more flavor out of this guy. Took them both out of the fridge at the exact same time, so temperature wise should be very similar. They were in the same fridge together. But yeah, just a lot more flavor here. Again, you get a little bit of a fruity, floral, hoppy kind of note. Not much bitterness though. And then kind of crackery, sweet malts. Same flavors as this, but these are a lot more apparent. Both very crisp, refreshing beers, very reminiscent of what a lager should be. A very balanced, easy drinking beer. So let's go ahead and open them up and see what we have here. If I was going to rate these, I'm not a big lager guy. I'd say maybe B- or C+ here. Probably C to C- on this beer. So this is the winner, in my opinion. Let's see what we got. Oh, a Toppling Goliath beer. So this is a Toppling Goliath Dorothy's New World Lager. This is craft brewery out of Decorah, Iowa. I've actually had this beer before. This can says it was canned November 29th of 2017, so actually on my birthday, which is kind of funny. But yeah, a beer I've had before. Not something I seek out really, but if I am going to drink a lager, that would be one I might pick. And blue can over here, I'm going to guess it's Bud Light. Okay. So other side here, we have Bud Light, pounder can. They do Julian, well, this says 18th of October, 2017. So this is a little older beer in fairness. But you can definitely tell the difference, guys. Go out there if you have family members who maybe aren't into craft beer, or say they, they don't like IPAs or whatever it is. There are craft beers out there that are still, lagers or wheat beers. They're very easy drinking styles that are approachable, and share those with people. Would I say that the price difference is worth it? In my opinion, yes. I mean, this is pretty watered down. Not getting a lot of flavor out of that. This still has those qualities of being crisp, refreshing, easy to drink, but you get flavor there. It's more, just a flavorful, more well-rounded beer, hands down. So, guys, go ahead and feel free, like I said, share a beer with someone, see if you can get them into craft beer. And if you do another beer review channel, feel free to do something like this. I kind of got the idea from Hoppier Days, so I'm going to put a link in the description down below. Check out his channel. If you guys like the video, subscribe. Otherwise, until next time, guys, cheers. Thanks.